Here are the latest from last night and early today's Sept 26th report. Let's get right to it. Starting off in New York. A host of items were said between leaders today. Putin has made some comments such as the United States is the only country in the world that has used nuclear weapons twice, destroying the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Russia says a war with NATO will break out if NATO shoots down Russian aircrafts. In Moscow, at a previously undisclosed meeting held last week aimed at easing tensions between Russia and NATO, the ambassadors of Britain, France, and Germany told Russian officials that NATO is prepared to respond with lethal force to further violations of its airspace, meaning to shoot down combat aircraft, according to information reported citing NATO officials. During the negotiations, a Russian diplomat told the Europeans that the air incursions were a response to Ukraine's continuous and massive attacks in Crimea, while the Kremlin stated that such high-level effective operations would not have been possible without NATO's support. Accordingly, Russia believes it is already involved in a military conflict involving European participation. Meanwhile, Trump has made comments of his own support and believing and telling NATO and EU that you should shoot down any Russian items that invade your airspaces. Moving to Quantico, Virginia, we can also report that Hegseth, the U.S. Secretary of War, has ordered that next week approximately 800 American generals and admirals from around the world must be present in Quantico, Virginia, to participate in an urgent meeting without explanation. A veteran Pentagon journalist told The Washington Post, "In 30 years of reporting on the United States military, I have never seen anything like this. We could be on the brink of a major war." Moving on to Denmark, 2 to 3 drones spotted again tonight, as well as Danish media reveals that a Russian Navy-class landing ship has been spotted by helicopter approximately 12 kilometers off southern Langeland, Lolland in Denmark with its ice transponder switched off. It has been loitering there for days during Denmark's drone incidents. Moving on to Poland, the Gov of Poland has sent out a notice asking all citizens of Poland who may be residing or visiting Belarus to leave immediately. Here are the latest with Ukraine. Ukrainian naval drones hit Russian ports in Novorossiysk and Tuapse on Wednesday, causing the temporary suspension of operations by Russia's oil pipeline monopoly Transneft's oil terminals at the sites, according to a Ukrainian intelligence source. A drone was downed and detonated approximately 800 meters, some 0.5 miles, from the perimeter of the South Ukraine nuclear power plant in the Mykolaiv region after 22 Russian drones were observed in the vicinity of the plant, the International Atomic Energy Agency said. Russian state news agency TASS claimed that Ukraine attempted an attack on the Kursk nuclear power plant in western Russia, one of the biggest nuclear plants in the country. Ukraine's northern city of Chernihiv and surrounding districts are facing major power cuts after a Russian attack on critical infrastructure, affecting approximately 30,000 consumers, a local official said. There are continued offensives happening in Crimea using drones. The Black Sea Fleet and oil facility pipelines have been hit. Moving on to Russia, Russia's fuel crisis finally hits Moscow region, and Leningrad, thanks to Ukrainian drones visiting refineries daily. Some Lukoil stations even banned selling gas in cans. From Siberia to Crimea, shortages are spreading. Roughly 17 to 23% of oil storage and facilities have been either destroyed, impacted or suspended for periods of time. Lots of videos circulating on social media showing long lines form different areas within Russia. NATO and Kyiv. Russia comments are, Russian diplomat tells Europeans at Moscow meeting that NATO airspace incursion was response to Ukrainian attacks on Crimea. BBG Russia believes these operations would not have been possible without NATO support, and as a result, it believes it has already entered a confrontation involving European countries. The Russian side took detailed notes during the conversation, officials said, leading the European delegation to assume they were tasked with providing a detailed report on NATO's position to higher-ups. Russia has effectively indicated that we are already at war with NATO and EU. What are your thoughts? If you enjoy content such as this, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching Conflict Zone.